Chrissy Swan Show.
First is this.
Chrissy's clickbait.
I am a Liz Hayes stan, and I knew that this day was coming.
And I mean, if you're not a Liz Hayes stan, get a life.
Do not sit by us.
Do not.
Yes.
Change the station.
I wonder if there is anyone who doesn't love Liz Hayes. I suppose there is. You know, with the internet the way it is, when I realised that like 20 years ago when people were saying mean things about me, I could not care anymore. But at the time I was like, why would they say mean things about me?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I feel like I'm such a nice person. And then someone said to me, mate, they say bad things about Hamish Blake. If they can say bad things about Hamish Blake, they can say bad things about anyone.
Absolutely.
And that changed the game for me. If they can say bad things about Liz Hayes, I mean, I cannot think of a single thing.
Right.
I love that woman. She is stepping down from Channel 9 after 44 years with the network.
That is unbelievable.
That is next level. What? So she's never worked for any other network apart from Channel 9?
No, I think she has because she's a graceful 68.
44 years.
Do you think?
Who else could she have worked for?
Like-
No.
A cadetship somewhere?
Nah, I reckon that's it.
That's it?
44 years, Channel 9. She's hanging up her boots.
This
She
is
will,
sad.
Well, sort of. Yes and no. Because she will stay. If she does choose to do anything, it will still be with Channel 9, but she's not going to have that network contract.
You may have heard by now the announcement that after nearly 44 years, I have left
that voice.
Channel 9. I felt it was time to move to the beat of a different drum, my own. I have had the most extraordinary life, telling wonderful stories, working with brilliant people, and an audience that, thank you, you have hung in there with me. And I'm hoping that you'll still hang around because I'm not going anywhere. This is not goodbye.
Slay.
This is the beginning of what I see as a great new and exciting chapter in my life.
Oh, it's so exciting. I wonder what she'll do next.
Well, she's got a book coming out later this year.
Ooh, I'll
And-
devour that. Well, no, it'll probably just be added to my
your pile.
of optimism.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was right. She started at Channel 10 as a reporter.
Did she?
10 eyewitness news reporter. And worked for New Idea and TV Week. Like, she has done so much, Swanee.
She's the best.
What a queen.
She's the best. Anything she says, I believe, which is probably a very powerful position to be in. Now, let's move on to Kendrick Lamar. He was confirmed late last year as the halftime entertainment for the upcoming Super Bowl. I very wrongly at the time said, does he have enough songs? Anyway, he was all over the Grammys. His diss track, which every time I say it, is there another word for
No,
it?
but
Because
okay.
I feel like it is wrong. I'm cringing hearing me say the words diss track.
Can I tell you, and you know I'm savage, it suits you. It doesn't, my ears don't prick up and think that sounds weird. Don't you agree, Tom? When she says diss, it sounds okay.
I think it sounds boss.
Does it? All right.
Yeah.
Well, look, if you guys say that I can say it,
You can.
you know, I can say it. His diss track, there was a huge argument between him. I'm using the word argument. A huge beef
was
between
beef.
him and Drake. My 13-year-old explained it to me in such wonderful detail over Mexican night. So I'm fully across what's been going on with them. But this is the diss track. It won all sorts of Grammys. I think it won 3, didn't it?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Final, yeah. And jury's out on whether or not we're going to get to enjoy a live performance, whether or not that diss track is going to be included in the halftime entertainment. But it must.
It must.
It's what he's most famous for recently.
Why wouldn't they allow that? I don't understand. Also, off the back of the Grammys, the network should be putting that song on the ads teasing him.
I agree. Did Kendrick Lamar sing Sit Down, Be Humble?
Yeah,
I love that song.
that's a great song.
Yeah.
I should have given that as an example last year when you dissed him. When you were
Instead
you were doing
of,
the dissing.
Yeah, instead of your
Pull up, drag, sit down, drag, stand up, drag.
I mean, that's just your weekend.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's do this.
Chrissy has clickbait, but YoPlay has cash prizes. Purchase YoPlay for your chance to win. Promo ends March 5. T's and C's apply. YoPlayToWin.com.au. Chrissy's clickbait.
So Kanye West has sat down and done a podcast. It's called the Download Podcast.
Right.
He sounded quite normal on it.
Yeah, I heard quite a lot of it, and I was quite surprised. I did notice he had big grills in, so at times he struggled to speak.
Oh no, like when people get their new veneers when they finish Married at First Sight. and they really try and wrap their tongue around it. Okay.
Yeah, he was doing that.
Well, he said something very interesting. He said, my wife took me to the doctor because she said there is something about your personality that doesn't feel like bipolar.
Oh.
I went to this doctor. My wife took me because she said, something about your personality doesn't feel like it's bipolar. I've seen bipolar before. And come to find out, it's really a case of autism that I have. And autism takes you to a Rain Man thing. When people tell you to not do it, to do my album a certain way, I'll do it the opposite way just because la, 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 la. I got my money, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right then. No, that's fine.
No, any comments?
La, la, la. I thought he was going to break out into that Beatles song, La, 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 la. It sounded like he was going to do Hey Jude. And I thought, what's this got to do with anything? Classic Kanye.
Could you hear him struggling to speak over those
Yes,
grills?
I could. Yes, I could. Yes, I could. If you've known anybody that's had fresh veneers, that's what it sounds like.
I have.
I know you have. I thought that was interesting. There's no fallout, by the way, from Bianca Censori turning up nude to the Grammys. She's not going to be punished.
I don't think she should
be.
Yeah.
Fashion. Happy news for Giselle Bundchen.
Oh, the bunch.
The bunch. She freshly divorced, I guess, in the last few years from Tom Brady. She's got 2 kids, 15 and 12 now, Benjamin and Vivian. And she's just given birth to her 3rd baby. The dad is her jiu-jitsu instructor. Yeah. He's and she says, listen, yes, I was working with him from 2021, but I did not cheat on Tom Brady.
Oh, she's standing by that, is she? What do you think about that?
Oh, I just believe Giselle, of course.
Do you know, I listened to a podcast this week with Carl Stefanovic, and he clarified that. He made a point of saying, guys, there was no carryover between Cass and Jazz. And I was like, I didn't even realise that was a conversation people were having.
Now, people just assume that because there's sort of an unwritten rule that particularly a man will not leave a relationship until he's got somewhere to go, which is not true.
And that's unfair.
It's untrue and unfair. But, Giselle, can you imagine, though, the fresh hell of having a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old and then being 44 and having a brand new baby? I mean, look, I'm sure it's a joy and wonderful. And babies are always good news. But I just heard that and I thought, oh, my God, I'm so tired. So tired.
I get it.
Yeah.
Speaking of so tired, we are tired. And it's time to hand over to our good friends, Ricky, Lee, Tim and Joel. It is Quick Draw Day. There is a brilliant guest lined up.
Yes.
And we will be back here live at 2 p.m. tomorrow.
We'll be pumping with energy.
Beautiful night. We will?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
we will. We will.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.